Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So this is the Stitching Colourist with Shelley Lewis. Let me start by saying first, I apologise about the lack of videos recently. I really do apologise about that. It's been 11-12 days since I uploaded my last video, which was hang on, let me just put my light on. Yeah, sorry about that. It's been about 12 days since I last uploaded my last video. Simple fact is, yeah, over a week ago today, I went into hospital to have my pit pick surgery, which was on my recurring abscess on my tailbone, because I've been having a lot of trouble with it. If you remember me mentioning, I might have mentioned it in some other videos. So last Tuesday I went into hospital to have that procedure done. I went in the morning. I was supposed to be there at 8 o'clock. I arrived just after 8. I didn't end up having the surgery done until about 2:30 in the afternoon. It was a half-an-hour surgery. I did have to have general anaesthetic, and it was the first time I've ever went under general anaesthetic. I'd never had anything like that before. When I had my children, I had the needle in the spine. I was fully awake, obviously, when I had my kids, but for this procedure I was put to sleep. It was a weird experience, to say the least. 1 minute they was prepping me, they gave me the IV needle. The doctor said, the anaesthetist said, like, you're going to feel a bit of maybe a bit of discomfort pain, because I'm going to give you some strong painkillers now. And then there was the other nurse that had put the mask over my face, and the doctor said you may have a bit of a sore throat later, because I had to have a tube fitted down my throat. So I remember the nurse putting the mask over my face. My eyes started to get a bit sleepy. The next minute I was waking up in recovery, them saying that the procedure was over, that I'd had the op done. And I remember the first thing I turned around to him and said was, "That's the best sleep I've had in 3 days." Yeah, it was weird, but yeah, I was in the hospital till the evening. They just had to do a couple of checks to make sure that I was okay to be released to go home. And I did have to have hospital transport, because this procedure was in Kendal, and I didn't have anyone to be able to take me there or bring me back. And coming back, because I'd been under general anaesthetic, I was really wobbly on my feet, because when the hospital transport come to take me home, I was like, I'll be fine, I'll walk out the ward, and I don't need a chair, I'll walk to the transport. But I got as far as just outside the ward, and there was already a wheelchair at the doors waiting, and I got as far as outside the ward, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm feeling a bit dizzy now, and I don't feel too good on my legs. So I was like, yeah, I think I'll best go in that chair. So yeah, they brought me home. I think I got back roughly about 6 o'clock in the evening. But anyway, they said, because where the procedure was, I had to keep the pressure off my bottom for a while. Don't sit down for a lengthy amount of time. Obviously get exercise, but not overly exercise as well. So I was kind of limited the last week of what I've been able to do. And that's the reason why I've not been able to upload videos, because it does require me sitting up. And I've not been doing that because I've had to lie down quite a lot. So I've not been able to work on any of my crafts or anything during that recovery time. So, and I couldn't sit up to be able to record a video. So I do apologise about it being late. But now, I feel a bit more better now. I'm going to the doctor's every like 2 days to have the dressing changed, and we've got the cat. And I can sit up a bit more now because I was lying down on my side a lot, and my hips were starting to really suffer with it. So I'm trying to sit up a little bit now, and I'm not doing too bad. It's healing nicely. So because of me not doing a lot of crafts, me not being able to do a lot, I thought, what video can I do for you guys? Because I couldn't do what I've been working on the last couple of weeks, because I've been working on nothing. Obviously during recovery and having the kids off, I've not been doing any colouring, because obviously that requires me sitting up. The only other thing I've been doing is a lot of reading. And by the way, if you're not following me on TikTok, I'm Shell's Book World on there. I have been doing little bits of videos on there. So for today's video, because I'm able to sit up a bit more and I feel like I want to show you something, what I'm going to do is a stamped cross-stitch whip parade. Now, me last couple of floss tube videos, I've done sorting out the stash, and I've just been going through every cross-stitch piece. So I think because I've been watching Boogie Stitcher as well, and she's been doing a mid-year whip parade, I didn't want to do the exact same thing, because I didn't want to feel like I was doing something that someone else was doing. But I've really been enjoying her videos, especially while I've been laid on my side. I've been watching those videos, so I thought we'll have a look at where my whips are up to yet, what I've been what I've worked on. And I thought, going through these whips, it might inspire me to get stuff out for the autumn weather, for the autumn season, and seeing if there's any like Halloween stuff I want to work on, or autumn themed. So I thought, we're doing this whip parade, I can go through my stuff and I can be like, oh, I might work on that, so we might come across some of that. So I'm upstairs because I got my lovely mattress, my memory foam mattress, so I'm quite comfortable. I grabbed a bag from the corner where I've got a few whips in. Now, I did straightly want to do stamped cross stitch, but I have got some counted in here as well. So we'll just go through it. I do hope you enjoyed the video. So without further ado, we'll make a start. So some of these you may have recently seen. But for those of you that are new here, you might not have seen it. So I'm going to show you this first. And the reason I'm showing this is because it's the first thing I'm coming up to. I can't find the original picture, which is a pain in the bum, because you're not going to see what it is without the original picture. When I first started doing floss tube, if you ever go back to my first ever floss tube video, or if you remember seeing it, I was stitching a Pinocchio design. I was stitching it on 14 count, 2/1, 4 crosses. And this, I've had this for ages, since I've been doing floss tube. I have not, when I was sorting out the stuff, I thought, shall I get rid of it? And I thought, no, it's a shame, because it is really nice. I really do need to start working on it again. But for those of you that haven't seen it, this is my Pinocchio design. Look at that. At first I wasn't that too sure on it, but I'm absolutely loving that. That is gorgeous. It really is nice, isn't it? And I should really get some work done on that, because like I said, it's been ages since I've worked on it. But the question is, I've got some threads threaded on cards there. I've got my card bit there, chart that I'm working on, and I've got some more threads in here, but I don't think that's all of the threads that I'm working on that I've got. So I think I had a box with the threads in, but the problem is I can't find that box. I don't know where I've put it. So Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. I should really get some work done on that. It'd be lovely to be able to actually complete that, because to be honest, that's been one of my longest standing whips up to date. Because like I said, I've been doing it since I've first started Floss Tube. I started Floss Tube in 2017-18. So yes. The other one, now I've got it in a clear case here. I've not worked on this for months, a couple of years. There is a reason probably behind it. I was working on this. It is Mickey Mouse Time for Tea stained glass. Now when I got this design, I thought, oh, that is going to be easy as punch. Being stained glass, it's going to be so easy to stitch. It's stitched on a 14K Aida, but I think it's using anchor threads. However, I was wrong. There's still a lot of confetti stitches in that one, surprisingly. The last time I worked on this was, unfortunately, was when we lost our beloved cat, Pingo, a couple of years ago. I was actually sitting in bed. It was the night before we sadly had to have him put to sleep. I was stitching on it and he was sat on my lap, and yeah, it wasn't well, and all he wanted was cuddles. But that as far as I got on the stained glass one of Mickey Mouse. I did the outline in the black, and then I was trying to just fill in a little bit of the colour. But yeah, as I said, there's still confetti stitches in there. There is still a lot of confetti stitching in it. It looks good on camera, but yeah, still a lot of confetti stitching on that, which is probably why I haven't worked on it. Because yeah, I'm not a confetti stitching girl. Not a confetti stitching girl. But I will eventually get to it again. Right, next one. Halloween piece by Buffy Threads. This is, what's it called? What is it called? Spooky. It is called Spooky. I started it probably 2 years ago. I loved it because of the Halloween house and the pumpkins. And so far on this one, I think I've got the chart still stuck to it. Yeah, I haven't done much on this at all. I've done that. Oh, little square. Well, little kind of squares. I started it, but then it kind of started to get abandoned. Maybe I should pick that out for the next couple of months, you know, because it being a Halloween piece. I'll have a look in a bit. So yeah, I could put all these seasonal autumn stuff in one bag, and then I could stitch on seasonal stuff, so I might put that at the side actually. So next one is, oh, this is the Harry Potter car. I haven't seen this for a while. So we've got the Harry Potter car. This was sent by W.I.P cross stitch. Now I haven't got a big picture, and I haven't got the picture on my phone either, so I do apologise about that. But I hope you can see that there. We've got the car, the Ronald Weasley house, so it is quite blurry. So far on this one, I've got, it's not really, would you class that one as a, or not really as an autumn? Mind you, it's Harry Potter, and Harry Potter's all, I don't know. So apparently so far on this one, I've done bits. I worked up here, decided to do some background up there. I'm stitching, this is 11 count by the way, and I'm stitching it full cross. So I did some work up there, background, decided to work on a bit round here, decided to do a bit round that area there, and then I must have, oh yeah, I decided to do a little bit down here, and then I think I went over to this side and I decided to start stitching a little bit of the green down there. So not much progress on that one, I'm afraid. It's not, oh, it's not really an autumn. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that kit could pass as a autumn one? Harry Potter. The Harry Potter car. Not autumn, but Harry Potter is kind of Halloweeny, but it's also Christmassy. But let me know what you think about that one. Would that be alright to stitch? I'm going to put that at the side. So, the other one I've got in here, we have Tinkerbell. So this isn't really autumn. I'd say this is more springtime. We've got Tinkerbell there, and this was from, I don't know because I didn't write it down. It might have been one that I ordered myself. It's stitched on an 11 count and it is a 30 by 85 centimetres. And so far on that one, I got as far as, yeah, background. Yeah, because I think with this piece, I was deciding that I'm just going to work on the background in this piece and then do some coloured parts. So that is how far I've got at the minute on there. The blue is all the background. So I think with this piece, I was just deciding to stitch background, basically, and then fill the whole background in and then start filling in bits on it. So yeah, so that is Tinkerbell. And the other piece that I've got in here, this is more Christmassy. I ordered this myself. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. There. It is a DIY kit. I know some people are not, they're not quite they don't quite like DIY kits. Me, the kind of, it's the look of the drawer with these kits, to be fair. It's not serged, but I was quite surprised at how much backstitch, how much it was confetti. Now, like I said, the edges aren't serged on this one. However, the margins are mega thick, so I don't think I'm going to have a problem with this, even with the edges not being serged. So you're not going to be able to see it that well, but I started doing some bits round here. I went all across and then went down, all down to there, and then I stitched a little bit here. On the back, you'll be able to probably tell a lot more. So the progress on that is kind of minimal. Now that one, that will be a kit that I'll bring out at Christmas time. I'll probably work on that in November time. So that is it for one bag. I'm going to pause you a minute while I get all this back in the bag, and then I'll go and get another box. Hiya, so I've got the other box out. They're easier, these boxes, to get to now, because since I did my room out, we'll just put them to the side. So I've got my tub full here. These are mostly just stamps. So the first one I'm going to get out for you now. This one was sent to me for review, but I thought I'd wrote it down who it was sent by, but unfortunately I don't think I did, which is a bit of a pain in the bum. It was either Biggest Craft or VIP cross stitch, or what's the other one? Either Biggest Craft or VIP cross stitch. Now it is pumpkin spice. This one is definitely staying out for the autumn season. We've got that. I absolutely love that. I love pumpkin spice lattes and I love Starbucks, and that just reminds me of that. So because I fell in love with that much, I chose that one. Now this is a, what size is it? I don't know. Got some threads there, loose threads. No, it's 191 stitches by about 300, I'd say. No, it's 50 width by 75 centimeters height. So far it's quite a big piece, this one. So far I've done that. So it's not a bad start. I did the background around the P there. It looks dark in camera, but apparently I started doing a bit there. I can't remember what that bit was for. Yeah, but apparently I did some orange bits there, and apparently I did a bit there as well. Looks like a star. So that is how far I've got on the pumpkin spice one. So yeah, that will be one that I will leave out to work on. I love the printing on this one as well, because the printing is very clear on this one. It is crisp clear. So yeah, when I go back on this I might actually stitch the P. So that one, I'll leave that one out, because that one's a nice pumpkin spice thing. I have not done anything on that. I haven't even started that one yet of Donald Duck, so we're going to put that to the side. I've got thread from the other one. Just put that there. I actually found this. I found that. I got it. Now I haven't started on it, but I got this from B&O Home Bargains a while back. Excuse me. When they had a couple of stamp kits, and like I said, I haven't started on it, but that is yeah, it's very rough fabric, this one. So that is, it's 164 by 123, and it's actually, it's a full coverage. I didn't think it was a full coverage, but it is. The printing on here seems pretty decent as well. That's what it looks like. I haven't actually started on it yet. I just wanted to show you that, because when I did my sorting out the stash, I don't remember coming across this one. If I did, I do apologise. Not meant to be showing you all again, but still. Right, so now we've got this one. So this is a Disney one. It's on an 11 count, and it is a 30 by 90 centimetres, so it's quite big. Now it's not necessarily autumn themed, it's Disney, so I could choose to do it round this season or not. Mind you, you got witches there. I've got the witch there. Maybe I could. So that is the design. It's not the clearest of pictures, but I guess we'll have a look how far we've got on it, because I can't remember myself. Got all our threads there. Yeah, and on this one, yeah. So I was working on the bottom part. Got Oh, so fair bit. Got a few stitches in for the bottom part there. And I did some of the background to the top part. Now the printing on this is a bit, it's not absolutely diabolical, but it's not crystal clear either. And I did a bit of the background on there, so I did that bit and that bit down there. So yeah, not the perfect printing to be exact, but it could be worse. It could be worse. When will I work on that? I don't know. It's not exactly a Halloweeny themed one. Well, autumn themes. I'm not too sure. I'm looking to do some autumny theme ones. Right. Next one. We've got another stained glass one. Now, this one, I might have ordered this one myself. So this is an 11 count and it is a 30 by 83. And this is the Little Mermaid, Ariel. Got Ariel the Little Mermaid. Absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love it. And on here, all I did was, now the printing on this one, it seems a little bit better than the last one. All I've done is that bit down there. I did a bit of the background, but I also started filling in a little bit in the spaces here. So that's how far I've got. So not too far, but it's progress. It's progress. I love the stamp kits. They bring me a lot of joy. I love counted cross stitch as well, but stamped, they don't take a lot of thinking to do. So we've got this one. Now this one I purchased myself when I first got into stamped cross stitch. I did. That of a girl. Then like I said, I started that when I first started getting into stamped cross stitch. So I bought that myself. I got quite a bit of progress on this one. A lot. That is how far I got on her. So I did a fair lot in the background, and it's really soft as well, the fabric. It is really soft. So yeah, I did a lot of background on that one. So yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Haven't worked on it though in a little bit. Because downstairs I've got tons of cross stitch kits stamped, and especially downstairs as well, which looks like a hot mess, to tell you the truth. Right, next one is this one. No, this was sent to me for review, and it was sent by Odell Triad, and it is Tales from Woodsboro. I love it. I love it because I like the Scream movies, and it's a bit like Tales from the Crypt. So yeah, we've got Casey Becker there and a few other characters there. I didn't get far on this one because there's a lot of confetti stitching on this. The printing is, it's okay, but it's not absolutely perfect. And like I said, there's just so much confetti on this. Sometimes when I work on this one, I don't know whether I'm coming or going. All I've done is a little bit down here, just a bit down there, which is quite poor work on it, to be fair. Why would I stretch the thread that far? Apparently What am I doing there? Ah, I think I just hooked it in. Yeah, that's the back of it. I suppose I could work on Ghostface's actual face and do some of that. Do a bit, but yeah, there's so much confetti on this. It's knowing where to start. It's got a bit of block stitching, but confetti help. But that one would definitely class as a Halloweeny type one to work on. That one would. So I might leave this one out as well. And actually face my fear of confetti and get some of that done. So this one we have not, it's over there, so I'm going to actually leave that one. Right, we've got, oh, this is another good Halloween one. Is this one? Halloween time, autumn time, Mickey themed. I love that. That is nice. And so far on this one, I've done not a whole lot. Background there, and I started working on the Disney actual castle. You can see more at the back there. So yeah, not too much work on that one at the minute, but I think I might keep this one out for Halloween as well and work on that. So yeah, that'll be a good one to keep out. So far we've got 1, 2, 4 Halloween themed kits. Got 2 more kits to show you, and then I'll leave it for now. So we've got one of my oldest stamped cross stitch whips that was sent to me by, I think it might have been One Day Saving or W.I.P cross stitch. It was a Mulan, kind of a silhouette. Tracy's, is it Tracy's Craft House? Oh, I'll leave a link to her channel in the description below. She was working on this one as well. I have not worked on this in quite a while now. But yeah, that's how far I did on that one. I've got quite a few part threads as well. So yeah, I didn't get too far on her. Just mainly backstitch. Well, I say backstitch. Background stitching. Should really work on it. It's not having enough hours in the day. Yeah, not having enough hours. I like it anyway. I do like the kits. And we're going to come up to the last one now, before I'll have to start putting these back. So the last one I've got, I know which one this one is. Excuse my language, but I think I might have screwed up on this. I wanted to try the tent stitch, the 6-strand tent stitch, because I know it worked really well for some. But for me, it don't work. It just doesn't go for me. This is stitched on 11 count, and it's a 40 by 56, and it is Gamer Girl. I should really do this and get it done for my daughter, because she's become a proper Gamer Girl, my daughter has. But yeah, that is Gamer Girl. The reason why I think I screwed up on this is because, like I said, I started stitching it in tent stitch, found that I didn't like it, so I started stitching it again in full cross. Well, not again, I'm continuing it in full cross, and so far I did all her face and her hair features and that in tent stitch. then it was just too thick for me, or I just wasn't keen on it. So then I started stitching some of the background in just normal cross. So that's what I started doing. And I was going to try and get this one again from the site and just scrap this one, keep the threads, but stitch it all again in just normal cross stitch. But then I found that I couldn't find it in normal, that I couldn't find it anymore. So I thought, do I carry on in just normal cross stitch, or I'm not going to carry on in tent? I think I'm just going to carry on normal cross stitch. So yeah, that's where I am up to on that. So it's not necessarily a Halloweeny theme, but then again, it'd be nice to, now my daughter's become a gamer girl, to actually get this done for my daughter. Because yeah, she's a proper gamer girl like her daddy. So I think I might, what am I stitching on? Oh, I'm stitching on a fairy downstairs at the moment. So yeah, I think I'm going to work some more on her. So guys, that is it. That is the end of part 1 of my cross stitch whip parade. I'm just going to call it a whip parade part 1. Yeah, I've got quite some nice stuff. It's actually nice doing the whip parades, because it's nice going through the stuff that you've got, because then you remember what stuff that you got, what you initially forgot about, and you think, oh, I haven't seen that in a while, I haven't worked on that in ages, I'll have to get that out and start working on it. So it actually inspires you to get stuff out that you haven't worked on in a while. So yeah, I'm going to go and put all this back now, go and grab a drink, see if there's any chores to be done, and then I might read for a bit, or I might stitch for a bit and get this video uploaded. So anyway guys, I'm going to leave it here for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, please feel free to give the video a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. I do apologise again about not being able to film and upload in the last week or so. Like I said, it's just with having the up, it was difficult to even get crafty stuff done. So yes, anyway, I'm going to get going. Thank you to everyone that joins in on the channel. I really do appreciate it. Thank you again to the subscribers as well. And even if you do nip in on the video, I haven't forgotten about the 1,500 subscriber giveaway. I've got 1 item for it at the minute. I need to get 2 more items, but obviously I need to have the money to get those 2 items. So I will eventually do it when I've got the 2 items. So anyway, I'm going to get going, and I'll see you again soon. So goodbye for now.